Next up we have the Worst Platinum Journey Award, and this is for games whose trophy lists just really dragged and kind of sucked all of the fun out of playing the game, and by the time I'd got all of the trophies, I was well rid of it. So here are the nominees. Ghost of Yotei on PlayStation 5 is the sequel to the excellent Ghost of Tsushima, a PS4 game that I absolutely loved, but for me the biggest problem with Yotei is the simple fact that Tsushima already exists. So when platinum Ghost of Yotei, it very much felt like I was doing Tsushima all over again. The game and platinum journeys are very similar, and when I've already spent 40 plus hours in a very similar looking and playing open world, having to do it all over again from scratch to get this platinum just really started to drag. And it didn't help that the story wasn't as good as the first game, and it had lots of filler bits in it. Or there was those frustrating parts where you'd finally chase down one of the Yotei 6, fight them, only for them to then get away as you've beaten them. Those bits just left me feeling like I'd wasted my time here, and the trophies also did the same, to be honest, with the endless amounts of collectibles in this game for you to grab. I was chasing down foxes again, visiting hot springs again, chopping bamboo again, finding shrines and climbs again, and again it all just felt way too samey, and none of the trophies or challenges in the game kept me interested because I'd done it all before. And while it's by no means a bad game, it just, for me at least, lives in the shadow of the original and didn't do enough to keep things different and interesting, so it just ended up becoming a pretty dull platinum journey, which is why it's on this list. RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business was another sequel to a game I loved that ended up disappointing me in 2025. Now, I do think RoboCop is a great game, but when I played Unfinished Business at launch, it really did feel unfinished due to all of the bugs and glitches I encountered while playing. And yeah, sure, some of them were wacky and crazy glitches that were pretty funny the first time I saw them, but when they happened over and over and over again, and when bigger and worse bugs appeared the more I played through the game, it really began to start to sour the platinum experience. There were lighting issues in some levels that made missions twice as hard because I couldn't see where the hell I was going, and even progress blocking bugs in some levels that prevented me from picking up weapons, leaving me unable to clear out enemies and progress through the level. Platinum the game, hell, just even beating the game became a problem thanks to these bugs, and while the trophies themselves are fairly simple, offering little replay value or fun challenge as there wasn't even any difficulty based trophies, it did become annoying because despite being an easy platinum, the journey was ruined by all these bugs, and it turned what should have been a fun, breezy run through a cool movie licensed game into a tedious and tense playthrough where I was worried about what bug I'd encounter next around every corner, which has kind of just made me think twice about buying a potential sequel, at least at launch. Shadows of the Damned, Hello Remastered. Now, I've never played the original PS3 game, but after beating the remastered version, I sure as hell have played enough of it now, because this game forces you to complete it 3 times for the Platinum Trophy, as the difficulty trophies for beating it on hard, medium and easy difficulties do not stack, which is just complete BS, as the game is only really good enough for 1 playthrough, certainly not 3, as it's just a linear third-person shooter that gets old pretty quickly. These 3 trophies, plus the ones for getting all the upgrades, really caused the Platinum Journey to outstay its welcome. If this had been a Platinum that you can beat once on hard difficulty and get some cool kill-based trophies along the way, as well as upgrading the weapons and doing some missed challenges, I'd have played it once and had a pretty good time, to be fair, but it's not. And this being a remaster, it really should have made those 3 difficulty trophies stack, as people had the same complaints about the original. In the end though, this is just a pretty lazy port of an okay-ish PS3 game, but it's not one I'd recommend to anyone anytime soon. Mafia the Old Country's Platinum Journey mostly consisted of picking up collectibles, which is never fun and is the main reason why it makes this list. The game has over 150 collectibles for you to find while playing, and even chucks in several more types of collectibles that don't count towards the platinum, just to get in your way. you'll have to find 50 mystery foxes, 13 photographs, 20 saint cards and 50 newspapers, which are placed within missions and the game's open world map. It was the collectible hunting in the open world that was the worst part of the journey. As well, it was just a big but admittedly pretty map of the countryside with very little gameplay in it. I mean, seriously, the gameplay there for me was just pressing the button to pick up the collectible and then driving towards the next one, sometimes using the map to try and awkwardly find my way to it. And unlike Mafia 2, which had cool cars, a great setting, good music to listen to while you're in the cars, and the ability to actually like shoot and be chased by police and other things, Mafia the Old Country is just really bare bones, and the story just wasn't as interesting as it could have been either, and gameplay wise the shooting was just average at best. Oh, and then there's the tedious knife fight mechanic that is so crap, it'll make you wonder why the devs forced this gameplay on you so much. Each fight is the same, and for me this was just another dull platinum that I couldn't wait to be done with. Well, it seems like 2025 was full of some pretty dull, glitchy and annoying platinum journeys, but which one was the worst platinum journey of 2025? The worst platinum journey of 2025. Winner, Ghost of Yotei. So I was torn between Robocop and Ghost of Yotei, but unlike Ghost, Robocop can actually be fixed. Those bugs can be removed, and the platinum journey will get infinitely better. Yet with Ghost of Yotei, the game itself for me was just dull. Despite some small changes and new weapons, it's very much the Die Hard 2 of game sequels, as it feels repetitive as a game and platinum journey if you played the original, as this game can never escape Tsushima's shadow. Ghost of Yotei isn't a bad game, but it was done better in the original for me, and when you have endless amounts of collectibles to grab again in this game, and find even more pointless ones like the one for bowing at random locations, it all just left me feeling like they had just run out of ideas with this game, which is why Ghost of Yotei was the worst platinum journey of 2025.